Hello, this is Mercury Rises from Clash of Empire, now called Last Land, and this is going to be a lengthy video, so please pause it, get some coffee, sit down, and be ready for a very long video this time. I wanted to get my captain in 408 back into the Atlantis. I'd been training for quite some time, and I have a good number of troops, so I went into Atlantis and I thought, well, I just upgraded one of my line skills in my castle. I bet I could get Dora, her line skill upgraded as well. So I went into Dora and gave her a better line skill, and then thought, well, I have a bunch of experience that I've been accumulating all this time too. So I added experience to my heroes. Now this is something that you're going to want to do because over time you're going to get more experience and you can level up these heroes. Now, if you already have your men sitting in a city, either they're waiting or they're garrisoning, all these changes that you make by leveling them up does affect the hero sitting in that city. If it's fighting, it won't take effect. But if it is waiting or garrisoning, then your heroes will be leveled up as you do this. Now, the only problem with that is that whatever troops you have on those heroes are going to be the troops that are on them. When they level up, you have more capacity for troops. Now, you can't really add the troops because they're already in the city. You can add the troops if they're garrisoned and you want to finagle with it, and that's more advanced than today, so I'll tell that to you at another time. But since I didn't have any troops on them and I didn't have them out, I was able to get everything leveled up and be able to put more capacity on those heroes. So I just kind of threw some troops on them. I have quite a number of troops, and I wanted to get them out, and I wanted to show you guys. So I have my Genghis, I have my Dora, and I set up 3 scouts as I normally do, and of course my Caesar is small as a suicide troop. So my plan was that I would find a city that's not fighting and do what I normally do, send my suicide troop to open up the city, and then send 3 scouts, Genghis and Dora. So that's what my plan was, but as the way that Atlantis goes, everything changes in a split second sometimes, and so when I saw that little red city that was just right in the middle of our blue, I thought I'll just send them there, take that city so it's not just one little red dot, and so that was my plan. But then, as I was sending out, I had realized that someone had sent a scout to that city, and I was able to take a look. There really wasn't anything in there, so I'm like, okay, well, that's not going to work. So I'm going to send to one of the cities on the edge that's red. There's certainly a lot of troops and points in there, so that would be my plan. I send it exactly as I said: Caesar, 3 scouts, Genghis and Dora, and that I would just go ahead and hopefully get a lot of points in that city. Well, after I thought about it, I'm like, oh, I'm not even in Battle and Boosted. I haven't been playing this for a while, and it's past the weekend, so I had taken myself out of battle and gone into economy as I normally would on Monday, and so I had to do a little move there to where I had to garrison them, just garrison them all into the city because now I've got to change my castle. Well, then I realized I accidentally sent my shadow, so I just put her back in the city that she was in. Like, oh no, I don't need her to move. I had some action points, and that does move the shadow, and you have to have the action points to move her. But I put her back, because that's where she belongs, and garrisoned my troops so that I could go back into my castle and do all the stuff that I needed to do with it, such as putting it into battle and boosting it for 12 hours. So that was the plan. And then I remembered, oh, my glory just opened today. I got the message earlier. And let me see how much I have. Well, I don't have a whole lot. So I thought I'd go ahead and put it on there and boost my guard up a bit, because you want to have your guard as strong as it can be for Atlantis. The longer your guard it lasts, the more kills that you should get. And so I went ahead and added my glory to the castle and to the wall. and that will take effect on my troops as well. The fierce attack and the advanced defense will take effect, and being in battle. Now, they told me in the beginning that being in economy didn't matter, that the game changes you to battle, and if you look in your Atlantis profile, it does show that you're in battle. But I was failing. For about 8 months, I failed in the Atlantis and was having a real difficult time. So when I started playing it this way, where I'm in battle and boosted, I've had a lot more success. So garrisoning all the troops is necessary in order to get all of those changes to take place. So I put them in the city, and just as soon as they pop up, all those changes in my royal castle will take effect. But I've made this mistake many times. I get excited. I want to play Atlantis. I love Atlantis. So I go and start putting troops on, and then get them going, and then realize, oh wait, that's not going to work. I need to be in battle and boosted. So after I got them garrisoned, I took a look at that little red city, and that's where I saw that there really wasn't anything in there, and that I was going to need to change courses. So I thought, well, nothing in there, and whoever went there may or may not kill them, but they will go back and kill them. So obviously they're already looking at that. I'm going to go find a red city on the edge. Now, there should be a bunch of troops in there, usually a bunch of shadows, and even some accidental garrisons that people will do. You throw your men in a city because it's in a safe place, and then you have to go drive or do something, and then all of a sudden you realize, oh wait, I threw my men in a city and I don't know what they're doing. So when you go look, you find that the other faction has come up on you and decided to to battle your men. So it happens. So I decided to go into this little red city over here, and I would send Caesar as my suicide troop to open up the city so that my other troops can get there and without my scouts being eaten. So I send Caesar, and then I send the 3 scouts, and I send Genghis and Dora. So they're traipsing along, and they're marching, and everything's going, and normally I would just leave it that way. But then when